And coming up here on Saturday kickoff before Christmas break, as we have Goalfield Boys United are going to host Georgehigton City at home at Goalfield Park Stadium, as the match will be live. And it's the last football coverage of Republican football before Christmas, as we do also have a Christmas break for 2 months after this match day 13 of the PremierLiga. But the big game we broadcasted here on Saturday kickoff will be Georgehigton City as they travel away from home against Goalfield Boys United. And Jimmy, a very big game between the two sides who are currently outside of the European places of the PremierLiga. As this game's very big between these two sides, they've got any chance to try and slot back into the top 7 into those European places going into Christmas and also to the New Year. Any thoughts between those two teams for this game here on match day 13? Well, we know that obviously for Georgehigton City, they're trying to get back into winning ways. They're very slower, a little bit under Enzo Maresca since he took over from manager Sergio Cancelo way back in October. But at the same time, you know, he's got to get used to the job at Georgehigton City. And maybe be a big victory for City if they can somehow get a result here at the Goalfield Park Stadium away from home. But as for Goalfield, however, they are currently outside of the European places in 8th position. But a very good week in the Europa League as they've qualified now in Group A into the round of 16 of the UEFA Europa League to play in March against a very familiar side they played last season in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals, Spurs, and they beat them on penalties. But now they're playing them in the UEFA Europa League in March, but that's in 4 months' time. But as of in the league standpoint, this is huge for Goalfield if they've got any chances to try and get into that top 6-7 before Christmas and also for the Christmas break going into the new year of 2025. Thank you, Jimmy. And now we get straight now to our Christmas cracker. It's going to be between Goalfield Boys United as they play Georgehigton City at Goalfield Park. And let's get to that match right now between the two teams. Let's get straight to the game right here, right now, between Goalfield and Georgehigton City. It's very snowing, by the way, in the city of Goalfield. And we know it's a very big game this is between both sides in this matchup to see and find out who will get out a result by the end of the match between these two sides. Because we know that's the last game until we got a big 2 months break away from football, because we are taking a break just before Christmas for the Republican football, as the RFA Kings Cup Trophy will be the week when football returns back on the first week of February. But as for Goalfield, they're a team that are outside of the European places in 8th position, and they are looking to try and get a result after a great performance during the week in the Europa League to qualify into the round of 16 of the Europa League in March, and that was very big for Goalfield to do so. But as for Georgehigton City, I know that City had let's say a very poor season so far in this division. They've got a new manager now of Enzo Maresca, has took over the job from the manager before him, Sergio Cancelo, as they were in the bottom half of the table. Bottom half of the table in the league, Georgehigton City, bottom half of the table within 9 games played of the season, and that's why they had to sack the manager Sergio Cancelo, the manager they got from FC Porto, due to the sacking of Roberto Mancini during the summer. And they lost a good big names at Georgehigton City, especially Neymar gone to Prantos, and also Lionel Messi's left to go on to play for Man City in the British Premier League in Britain. Was very a bad move for City in terms of losing big players like those. But as of now, a free kick here for De Bruyne, and it's gone to the keeper's hands very comfortably right there for Mark ter Stegen, now to boot it away. Now here's to Pedro. Now here's Eden Hazard. Now Werner. Okay, that's going to be there. Offside though. Free kick's been given in the game here now for Georgehigton City in the match. And Mark ter Stegen will take the goal kick. Header right there now into obviously Werner. And now back to the goalkeeper there from ter Stegen. Now header right there now to Maradona. Now Barella. Now back to Maradona right there now to Ricardo Carvalho. And it's gone for a head there now. Thomas Hersey. Now Ricardo Carvalho now. Pass there to Nagolan. Now here's Jadon Sancho. And now it's Damien Smallford. On the ball back here for City. And now it's Diego Maradona. Now pass there to Sebastian Shea. Now here's Pedro. Now Maradona. Pass to Pedro. Roberto Firmino, and they could save right there for the goalkeeper. They're really pushing forward here now, Georgehigton City here. That's very good to see right there from them. But they are still 0-0. This game's a chance for another shot though. Good defended again there from Goalfield's defence. Now here's Alaba. Head away there again. Nice to see right there from the team. Now here's to Timo Werner. Really out ultra attacking here for Goalfield. And now here's Jadon. No. Sancho on the ball back here. That's good to see there from Sancho. And now they won the ball back here. Now back to Goalfield again here. And we've got another, let's say, 9 minutes to go until half time. But here's Nagolan now. Nagolan now to Jadon Sancho. And now here's Hazard. And now here's Werner. On to the keeper right there. Very comfortably there to the keeper. Now throws it away. Header right there now to Werner. Okay, that's offside right there. So a free kick's being given here for Georgehigton City in the game. A free kick. Now his Cellini will take it. Now boots it all the way. And it's gone all the way to the keeper there. To the hands of ter Stegen. And the whistle's going to blow any minute now. And it is for Goalfield Boys United and Georgehigton City. As both these two teams got a point out of each other. As it ends 0-0. And we are here for the second half. And here we go. Between Georgehigton City and Goalfield. Now is Thomas Hersey. Now Roberto Firmino. And now here's Varane. Pogba. Now here's back there to Thiago Silva. Pogba now to De Bruyne. And it's gone all the way there now to Sancho. Now Kevin De Bruyne. Nagolan. Now it's Diego Maradona. Finds a pass there, trying to find Roberto Firmino right there. Now Thiago Silva. Now it's Sebastian Shea. Now Jadon Sancho. Could be a chance here for a goal, perhaps here for a goal. Oh, save there from ter Stegen, but I think it might have been a foul. Look again, the replay here. It's a foul there from Smallford. But a free kick here in the game for Goalfield though. So yeah, free kick. Now De Bruyne pings it there to Werner. Pogba. There's Kieran Tierney. Header all the way to the crossbar, but it's gone offside though. The flag was, I think he was offside. I think he believed to be offside though. It wasn't offside actually. I can really apologise on that. Hit the crossbar instead. Didn't realise. I thought it was offside. I thought a whistle blew. But they still carry on here. I thought there was a chance though, definitely there for Goalfield to get themselves in front. Obviously for Georgehigton City, they only won 3 games this season and drew 6 games out of those games. And they lost a few actually. They lost quite a lot, City. And they are mid-table of the PremierLiga for a reason. And Enzo Maresca's trying to make miracles out of this club here. Now Diego Maradona's on the attack here Pushing forward, but now Thiago Silva on the ball back. Now here's Kevin De Bruyne. Now here's Paul Pogba. Now here's Timo Werner. Now it's all the way there now to Hazard now, to Sancho. Now Alaba. Now Silva. Kieran Tierney. Now it's Sancho. And that's going to be a free kick in the game for Goalfield there. There's a couple 50-50 between the two players. And it looks like David Alaba right there is giving away a foul there for Goalfield. Let's see what he can do from here now. De Bruyne will take it. Head up. Now clearance away there from City here. Now to Thomas Hersey. Great ball there to Hersey. We've got now 3 or 4 minutes left of the game to go. Now here's Barella. Barella has a shot and it's gone all the way out there for a goal kick. And there's a chance though for maybe something out of City though. Obviously Sancho is coming off the pitch and Ismail Sarr's coming on the pitch here for Goalfield. Could they get maybe a last minute from this Goalfield? Well, they are very desperate, the Goalfield fans, to get a winner as they are the home team. So a little bit, let's say, a refresh there from Sancho for Ismail Sarr. But here's Thiago Silva. Now pass there now all the way there to Varane. We've got 3 minutes left to go until full time. Pogba. Sarr. And now here's De Bruyne. Now here's Fabra. Now Fabra now to Sarr. And that's going to be the end of that for full time at the game here at Goalfield Park. As it ends here, Goalfield Boys United 0, Georgehigton City 0 at full time. And both teams share a point and both teams got no goals going into wrapping up the year of 2024 and wrapping up before Christmas. And how do you feel, Jimmy, about this game? Not much between the two sides here at this TV game kickoff on RBC before Christmas begins. And how do you feel about the whole matchup in general? Well, both sides couldn't take their chances in the game, as you know, both teams got a point out of each other. There were no goals in general between any of the two teams wrapping up the game here for this evening. But yeah, a point was a point, and I know that Goalfield didn't take their chance of the game, so didn't City. But the good thing about these two teams, they both defended quite well throughout the 90 minutes in both halves, and that created a goalless game. And there wasn't much involved here before Christmas, before wrapping up the year and wrapping up halfway through this period of the season. But yeah, good point. And both will go into the Christmas break, let's say, thinking about the new year and thinking about what they can do better in the new year in 2025 to hopefully finish higher up in the league and get in a good position by the end of the season. And now we move on now to the coverage for all the other 9 games across the PremierLiga before Christmas. Every game is very snowing across the country, and we'll get to the first matchup here of the highlights as AFC Richmond play Waynord. A snowy day here in Richmond just before Christmas and before the Christmas break, and not good for AFC Richmond going into the Christmas festive period, as a goal there from Sergio Aguero to put Waynord in the lead in the 35th minute in the game. A great goal for Sergio Aguero, and that's very big 3 points for Waynord in the matchup. As it ends here at the Nelson Road Stadium, as it ended AFC Richmond 0, Waynord 1 at full time, and that's a very big 3 points for Waynord in the game here in Richmond. And Newport Dragons got themselves in front in the matchup as it took them 23 minutes from a goal from Johan Cruyff, as these two are floating around outside of the relegation drop. But Newport Dragons got the only goal in the game and ended the matchup at full time as Newport Dragons 1, Los Andreas 0, and a lot of pressure for Ruud Gullit as manager for Los Andreas as they are flirting outside of the relegation drop going into the Christmas break. A very big game between Red Bull Tomato and also for Prantos, but especially for Red Bull Tomato under a lot of pressure if their manager Charlie Taylor is on the verge of getting sacked as manager for Red Bull Tomato. But great counter press right there from Robin van Persie. Really pushed forward right there past all the defenders of Prantos and he puts them in the lead. And it was great, let's say, football right from a great unbelievable pass there from Isaac. And then Van Persie right there really counter pressed and really pushed forward, and it's now 1-0 to Red Bull Tomato. But however, Prantos got themselves a goal back in the match-up here as Erling Haaland right there really pushed forward and found a pass there to Devon Williams, and he hits it right there through his laces past Sketlenberg, the goalkeeper, and is now 1 apiece between these two sides before half-time. But the match ended between the two teams as both teams share a point and both teams drew as it ended 1-1, and Charlie Taylor's job is on the line as it ends 1-1 between the two sides. A very perfect start to the game for Grasshoppers as Joel Kensley crossed the ball in all the way to Chirio Immobile. A nice header from him for a great cross there from Kensley as Grasshoppers here take the early lead in the game to make it 1-0. Great cross, unbelievable one as Joel Kensley right there made a great perfect one towards him, and now it's 1-0 to Grasshoppers in the game. And then things carried on for obviously the opposition though, Charlford Saturday, as they got themselves back in level terms to make it 1-1 as Troy Deeney makes it 1 apiece before half time, and that's a very good goal right there for Charlford Saturday, and also a very big point at the bottom end of the table as it ends here. Grasshoppers 1, Charlford Saturday 1. A very good season so far for Erik ten Hag, second season in charge of manager for Inter Taloga. That's a great goal right there for Anton Griezmann as they are currently third in the PremierLiga, and they've done quite well here at the C-Pro Arena as now they're leading the game by 1-0. It took them to the second half of the game to get themselves open, and they did that as a great little pass right there from obviously Frankie de Jong to find a pass to Griezmann, and he really overpaced the defenders and made it 1-0 Taloga. And then Griezmann again on the attack, pushing forward there to Lisandro Martinez to make it 2 to guarantee, hopefully, definitely the 3 points and the victory by the end of the game. As it ends here at the C-Pro Arena as Hasenfield Terriers 0, Inter Taloga 2. And the Georgehigton Red Devils got themselves 1 goal up in the matchup. There's Kylian Mbappe right there. Great ultra attack in there to Usain Bolt. And then Bolt right there, lightning there into that bottom corner. A hit from outside of the box. And the Jamaican striker scores another goal here for the Red Devils here this season. As great teamwork right there against the Iceberg Forest's goalkeeper there, Martin Dubravka, in the matchup. But the match only ended here at the Iceberg Forest Arena as it ends Iceberg Forest 0, the Georgehigton Red Devils 1 by the end of the matchup between the two sides. And Chesco Blue Tigers got themselves in the lead in the game as Marco Reus passed the ball there to Sadio Mane, then back to Reus, then switched the pass there to Mo Salah, and he switched that ball into that bottom corner, and the goalkeeper of #Ben Foster couldn't get there on time, and Mo Salah makes it 1-0 for Chesco. And Chesco Blue Tigers got themselves another goal to make it 2-0. A great hit there from Sadio Mane as the ball hit the defender, but then went back to Sadio Mane and then striked it in the goal. And now it's 2-0 in the matchup here for Chesco Blue Tigers in the game. And then, however, again, more things continued for Chesco. Great attack there from Sadio Mane to pass there to Marco Reus in the bottom corner as Chesco Blue Tigers there made it 3-0 at Stamford Bridge. And I've got to say, being absolutely unstoppable in the match-up here. And there's no one can stop, obviously, Chesco in this match so far. But in the second half, what a hit there from Mo Salah in that top corner as Ben Foster could not get there, as a great hit from him puts it into that top corner. And now Chesco Blue Tigers are 4 goals to the good in the matchup. And a massive mistake right there for the defender of #United, Jack Harrison. Unfortunately, couldn't control the ball properly, and then Mo Salah won the ball off of Jack Harrison. He passed the ball to Sadio Mane, a little sweaty, and tapped it in an open net to put Chesco Blue Tigers 5 goals up to the good, and there's no one can stop here, obviously Chesco Blue Tigers in this game, as it ends here at Stamford Bridge as Chesco Blue Tigers 5, #United 0, and that is the end of the game here between those two sides at Stamford Bridge here for this afternoon's game. And then Adders got themselves a chance to go 1-0 up in the game. But great defending right there from Sporting St Lake. But then again, great cross from Sago. And the ball met to Aubameyang. Got there on time before the keeper got there. And Adders Gunners take the lead here against Sporting St Lake by 1-0. Great cut cross right there from Sago. And then Aubameyang right there got there before he did. And then, however, Adders got themselves another goal in the game to make it 2-0. As now Coutinho crosses the ball in all the way into the box. And the header right there from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to score another in the match-up here. And Adders Gunners won the game by 2-0 and 3 points for them. And they are still second after that victory. And South Coast Rangers had the only best chance in the match-up to get themselves in the lead in the match, as Youssef Poulsen had a chance to score against the goalkeeper, but a good save right there from Hugo Lloris, and then a great defending right there from Remy Lex to clear the ball away. But the match ended here between Padres Impact and South Coast Rangers, goalless, 0-0 at full time. And the official results here for match day 13 of the PremierLiga as AFC Richmond 0, Waynord 1, Adders Gunners 2, Sporting St Lake 0, Chesco Blue Tigers 5, #United 0, Grasshoppers United 1, Chelford Saturday 1, Goalfield Boys United 0, Georgehigton City 0, Hassonfield Terriers 0, Interloga 2, Iceberg Forest 0, and also the Georgehigton Red Devils 1, Newport Dragons 1, Los Andreas 0, Padres Impact 0, South Coast Rangers 0, and Red Bull Tomato 1, and Parentos 1. So the official table of the PremierLiga, the Georgehigton Red Devils are top of the league with 37 points, as Adders and Interloga and Parentos are in the top 4, but as of the Chesco and Padres are 5th and 6th, and Waynord are 7th with 22 points. As of the bottom half of the table of the PremierLiga, as we do know that we have Chelford Saturday are 18th, but also 19th and 20th are also Iceberg Forest and #United, as both of them are in the automatic spots. But as of the Red Bull Tomato, they are currently 13th in the table, and it looks like the manager's under pressure as Red Bull Tomato want to get away from relegation zone as possible. That point right there wasn't enough for them after the end of match day 13, as that's the official table of all the Premier League teams going into the big festive Christmas break until next year in the new year of 2025. And wrapping up the year of the top goal scorers of the Premier League, as Mo Salah will lead the new year with 11 goals, and Aubameyang also the top goal scorers in the division, but also Andre Onana for Interloga with his clean sheets. He keeps on making clean sheets every majority of the games of this season, as he goes into 2025 as the most successful goalkeeper with clean sheets so far this season. And now we move on down to the football returning back in the new year in 2025, as the RFA Kings Cup Trophy will be taking place on the first day of February when football returns back for the first round proper of the cup competition taking place in the new year. But that's all we have time for all of the coverage here on Saturday Kickoff. Myself here today, Gary Walker, and also my fellow presenter Jimmy Hansberg, also at present here for Saturday Kickoff to wrap things up. As that's going to be all for the games and coverage for all the matches of the PremierLiga. We will return back in February of the RFA Kings Cup first round. But until then, a Merry Christmas and also Happy New Year from all of us here from RBC. Have a good night.